because if you're providing good quality materials, if your insulation properties of the material is very good, it's just awesome, then in that particular case you will directly going to reduce the heating and the cooling loads of the building, as a result of which you will get lesser energy bills or less electricity bills, uh, otherwise the case may be. So improving insulation is another important parameter. Moving on to the fourth point, that is basically automated ventilation control. So automated ventilation control basically refers to what? It basically refers to providing ventilation that can be controlled automatically. So the key components of the automatic or the automated ventilation control basically includes the sensors, the controllers, and the actuators. So sensors are the one which basically detect and monitor factors like CO2 levels, temperature, humidity, wind speed, occupancy, etc. Controllers basically takes the data from the sensors and they basically process the data. Depending upon that, they basically provide the ventilation that is actually required for that particular room or the area. Actuators are physically the one who changes the ventilation system settings, for example electrical window drives, fan motors, etc. And these ventilation control system basically depends upon the three major parameters, that is the occupancy, number of people residing in that particular building or in that particular coordinated space, the weather pattern, and the demand. So they can be focused on to these three factors, and they can also be time based. Yes. Moving on to this fifth parameter, that is basically the restriction of sunlight. So obviously if you are having trees beside your building, uh, big trees, then they can provide shade to your building by providing the cutout from the direct sunlight to through the windows or through the fenestrations. And yes, shading is an also important factor, and it has basically been recommended as per the IGBC that you should provide actually 80% windows with a projection factor of 0.5 or even more than that. Next we are basically moving to the sixth one, that is you can see the lighting control using the natural light. So yes, there should be some kind of arrangement whether the natural light is allowed to stay inside your building for a longer time. You need not to rely solely on the artificial lighting like the CFL or the incandescent bulbs. So that is another important factor. Next is lightning control using motion detector sensors. So motion detection sensors, or you can say that PIR, that is the passive infrared sensors, are used to automatically control the lights by detecting the movement of the people within the specific area. Like if somebody is moving, the light will automatically get switched on with the help of the sensor and the controller technology. And if there is no particular people moving inside that particular area for a specific period of time, the light will automatically get turned off if there is no activity being observed. So that is another important thing.